England, 1923. The Great War is over, yet the earth has not stopped mourning. Across the shires, hollow men return to hollow houses, carrying ghosts no priest can exorcise. Among them, one name returns from exile, Delapore. A lineage burdened by whispers, shadowed by centuries of sin. And in the wreckage of a dying age, one man seeks to raise his family's legacy from the dust. Ambrose Delapore, an American magnate driven by pride, guilt, and a yearning for redemption, comes home to Exham Priory, a place where memory seeps through mortar and every stone remembers its shame. But some legacies are not meant to be restored. Some roots twist too deep into the dark. Beneath the manicured lawns and polished marble lies a hunger too ancient for history, too patient for time. What stirs beneath Exham is no mere pestilence. It is remembrance. It is appetite. It is the sound of ancestry scratching its way back to the surface. This is a story of bloodlines and buried sins, of echoes that do not fade and walls that do not hold. The Eldritch episodes and Green Ronin Publishing present The Rats in the Walls by H.P. Lovecraft.
From the Shropshire, in the rolling hills of the Welsh Marches, comes a story to stir the imagination. The ruins of Exham Priory, long abandoned and steeped in shadowy legend, are reborn in splendid style. Purchased by American millionaire industrialist Mr. Ambrose Delapore, the ancient pile has undergone a stupendous restoration. Wholly new interiors raised upon the bones of history itself breathe fresh life into walls not trod by man since the days of King James I. Mr. Delapore, a Virginian by birth, spared no expense in returning his ancestral seat to its former glory. From tapestries and paneling to electric light and modern kitchens, the Priory is now fit once more to house a gentleman's estate. Of course, the locals whisper of darker things, of legends and tragedies that befell the cursed line of Delapore centuries past. But superstition surely has no place in the new modern England. What was once a ruin is now rebirth.
Exham Priory is alive again.
Mr. Delapore, Miss Grant has arrived.
Well, it's about time. Send her in.
Muriel Grant, Boston Journal American. Thank you, Mr. Delapore, for allowing me to stay in your beautiful home. I apologize for the late hour. I managed to get on the wrong train at Paddington.
Never mind the hour. Have you eaten? I can have Grady fetch you something.
That's kind, but unnecessary. I ate on the train. What I'd really like is to hear about this restoration. It's quite the undertaking.
You and your readers may find it disappointing.
On the contrary, sir. The chief wouldn't have sent me all this way, nor arranged for me to stay, if there weren't a story worth telling. An American millionaire resurrecting a haunted English ruin. That's headline enough.
Haunted ruin. Miss Grant, I didn't pour my fortune into this place to amuse ghost tales. I agreed to these interviews and to have you as my guest this week. Only as a favor to William.
Mr. Hurst does have a way of opening doors.
And keeping others shut.
I promise my story will be tasteful. But you can't blame me for mentioning the Priory's reputation. It's the kind of color my readers devour.
Its history may be colorful, Miss Grant, but Exham Priory is my family seat, reclaimed, restored, and worthy again of the Delapore name. Forgive my manners. Let me introduce my other house guest. And mind the cat, Shadow. He was my son's, and now he won't leave my side.
Hello there, handsome little man.
This is Dr. Lawrence Reed, our architectural historian. The man knows more about this place than anyone alive.
Salutations, Miss Grant.
And this plump young fellow is Captain Edward Norrys, once of the Royal Flying Corps. His family owned the Priory until recently. He was a dear friend to my son, and an indispensable help with the restoration.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Grant.
Very nice to meet you both. Dr. Reed, how did you come to be involved here?
Pure chat. I was surveying the Priory's Gothic towers when Mr. Delapore came to see the ruin. One conversation led to another, and before I knew it, I was employed. Mr. Delapore always manages to get his way.
I'll remember that. Captain Norrys, what about you?
Please call me Eddie. Well, as Ambrose said, this land was once my family's. I grew up on ghost stories of the Priory and the cursed Delapore line. Then in the war, I was stationed alongside this Yank pilot. Imagine my surprise when he turned out to be one of them. Alfred was altogether a decent chap. We got leave together, and I brought him home so he could see it for himself.
And that's what started it all, Mr. Delapore.
Yes, Alfred, my son. He wrote to me about the Priory, about learning it had belonged to our ancestors. He became fascinated with our history, macabre stories and all. Truth be told, I had little knowledge of our line. There were some family documents once, but they were destroyed when the Yankees burned down our plantation. Carfax.
Your son, he was killed in the war?
Not in combat, though the war took him all the same. A month before the armistice, during landing, a strut gave way. The crash left him maimed, badly burnt. They didn't expect him to live. I left my business in other hands and crossed the Atlantic. He spent months at the hospital. In time, he was discharged, but he needed constant care. Captain Norrys was kind enough to host his convalescence at Ashcombe Manor. His father, Lord Norrys, is a renowned surgeon and oversaw Alfred's care personally. I bought a neighboring cottage to be close. We could see the Priory's towers from Alfred's window. That's when the idea of restoring it first took root.
His body broken, so you turned to something you could repair.
Yes, that's part of it. It gave him purpose. Edward's uncle held the title to the Priory and was happy to let it go for a reasonable price. I met Dr. Reed, and everything fell into place. Alfred did so much better when he had something to focus on. He pored over the plan. He was obsessed. He was going to take a room in the West Tower to look out the valley and see the airfield in the distance. He never got to see it. He passed away 7 months ago. Pneumonia. His body had no strength left to fight. You will forgive me, Miss Grant. Gentlemen, I have some business to attend to. Miss Grady will show you to your room whenever you're ready. Shadow, come along.
I didn't mean to upset them. I do have a knack for putting my foot in it. But sometimes the truth lies in the raw places, doesn't it?
Don't worry, Miss Grant. He'll be steadier in the morning.
The Priory was to be his home with Alfred. Now it stands as a memorial.
For all his reputation as a hard man of industry, he can't be entirely unkind. Shadow wouldn't have chosen him otherwise.
When Alfred passed away, Shadow adopted Mr. Delapore.
That cat knows these halls better than the workmen ever did.
And what does he find in these halls, Dr. Reed? Mice? Or ghosts?
Time will tell. This will be his first night in Exham, too.
Was this restoration Alfred's dream? Or Ambrose's?
Alfred's at first. Without him, it might still be a ruin, thanks to his father's dedication.
And the vision to restore what others left to rot. The walls are old, Roman in parts, but the spirit of the place is new. Priory breathes again.
You speak as if it were your own house, Dr. Reed.
I only guided the restoration. The stones have their own memory.
Pardon me, Miss Grant. Your things have been brought to your room. Shall I show you the way?
Yes, thank you. Mr. Grady, please do. I hope I haven't been keeping you up.
It's no bother, miss. Gentlemen, will you be requiring anything before I retire?
No, thank you, Grady. I'll be saying my good night as well.
Nothing for me. I'll stay up and read a while. Good night, Muriel. Eddie.
Good night.
Damn that nosy girl. Asking questions that ain't hers to ask. But you like her, don't you, Shadow? Traitor. Truth be told, I admire her spunk. Got more steel than most newspapermen I've met. Alfred would have left her. Well, enough of that. Right. Fine. What's wrong with him? No. What? No. Shut up! Damnation. I hear him too. Vermin. Goddamn vermin. Behind that tapestry. Nothing. close as a tomb wall. Feels sound enough. But I could have sworn. No, I did hear them. Right here. As if something moved beneath. Strange how the sound just stopped.
Miss Grant, good morning. I trust you survived your first night?
Good morning, Eddie. I thought I told you to call me Muriel. Survived the night, yes. Though I half expected to see a ghost. All the stories I read as a girl, set in a house like this.
Good morning, Miss Grant. Captain Norrys.
Good morning, Dr. Reed. Since you know more of the Priory's history than anyone, might I trouble you for some over breakfast?
You may indeed. Exham Priory is a patchwork, a quilt of centuries. Beneath it all lie the vestiges of pagan worship, barbaric altars, cromlech stones, older than history. Then came the Romans. A legion built their camp at what would become Ancestor. They stamped their order on this soil, raised villas, laid roads, and one still finds their marks. Inscriptions, carved deep, partly legible. Div Ops Magna Mat. The mother of gods, Cybele, Magna Mater. Her worship was once forbidden to Roman citizens, yet here it endured. Whispered rites in underground chambers while legionaries above proclaimed the rule of law.
So this ground was a stage for old gods?
Exactly. When the Saxons came, they razed their fortress here. Then Norman stone swallowed Saxon timber. By 1000 AD, the chronicles speak of a substantial priory, housing monks of a powerful order. But power breeds corruption. The records are fragmentary, yet there are whispers, strange penances, children tithed to the cloister, chants with little of Christ in them.
And now the Delapore family restores it. Full circle.
A name with a certain resonance.
You know their reputation, Eddie. Tell me about those stories you heard as a boy. The cursed Delapores.
Indeed, they are not merely stories. In one chronicle from around 1300, a Delapore is called Cursed of God, not a phrase monks use lightly. The infamy clung like Gilles de Rais. There are ballads, too, ghastly little things nursemaids sang to frightened children. Lady Margaret Trevor, who wedded the family, became the countryside's bogeywoman. Her name still lingers in rhyme. Lady Maggie walks at night, eyes aglow and teeth so white. Children hide and children pray, else Lady takes them away. And Lady Mary Delapore. Her vile tale survives in another ballad you'll still hear at the country fair, and in certain pubs. Oh, in these hills the past does not pass. It lingers.
So what did happen to the Delapore family?
Well, it's quite the story.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Delapore, forgive me, but you don't look as if you slept well.
Bad dreams, that's all. Not very good for my sleep, but good for my appetite. I'm famished.
And your own branch of the family. Did you grow up with these stories of a curse?
Hardly. I knew little of our line before Walter Delapore came to Virginia and settled the Carfax plantation on the James River. As for curses and whispers, those were never part of my upbringing. My grandfather may have known something, but whatever he knew died with him at Carfax. And though I recall a cousin, After the Mexican War, went to the islands. Came back a voodoo priest, so they said. Family scandal. But I suppose every family has one.
Well, Miss Grant, if you wish it, I'll show you the grounds later. The old stones look kinder in the sunlight. There are fine views from the cliff edge.
I'd like that very much.
Grady, send someone into town for rat poison and traps. I heard vermin in the walls last night.
Very good, sir. I will see that it's done.
The Priory is amazing. It's hard to believe it was just a ruin just a few years ago.
Well, Mr. Delapore spared no expense restoring it to its former glory.
How much of it was standing before the restoration?
Both the towers and most of the walls were sound enough.
That impressive after being abandoned for, 300 years? Those Romans really knew how to build.
They did, though not all the credit is theirs. Architectural follies were quite the rage for a while. My great-something-or-other grandfather had the walls stabilized and capped in the 1700s. Since then, my family's had it patched up from time to time. Careful here. Old stones have a habit of tripping strangers.
And you'll have to see I don't fall, Captain.
Gladly, though I should warn you. I've been known to let a lady stumble if it wins me her hand.
That sounds suspiciously like a line.
And did it work?
I suppose we'll see.
Here, look from the cliff's edge. Anchester village lies to the east. You can just see the church steeple over the rise. Straight ahead, those are the hangars from the airfield. Alfred loved to be brought out here. We'd set up the telescope and he'd watch the planes for hours.
It's a beautiful view. Why is the valley so empty? No houses or pasture land?
The locals call that valley cursed, haunted by the Fae. Old tales of children vanishing, stolen into the hills. When my family owned the valley, we tried to let the grazing rights cheap, desperate cheap. Farmers wouldn't touch it, not for gold nor crown. Said the land soured the milk and lambs came out, wrong.
And you? Do you believe it?
I believe folk who live close to the earth know things we book readers ignore.
And the Delapore? Earlier you said their story was quite something.
Ah, yes, Walter Delapore, the 11th Baron. In the reign of James I, he butchered his family in their sleep, sparing only 4 servants. Father, 3 brothers, 2 sisters, slaughtered. He was brought before the magistrates. The evidence was plain. And the locals, they cheered him, called it just. Said he had rid the countryside of a blight. They let him go. He fled England, crossed the ocean, and built a new life in America.
Delapore descended from a murderer.
And one other thing. The legend says that months after the deed, the valley was plagued by rats. An endless swarm pouring from the priory, through the fields, into the village, consuming everything. Fowl, cats, dogs, hogs, sheep, and 2 hapless villagers. Long ago, but the memory remains. Ask anyone in Anchester, and they'll shudder at the word.
Delapore. Do you know what the name means?
Yes, it's Anglo-Norman. Delapore means the poor. It's a sort of title for those who took a religious vow of poverty.
A vow of poverty? Someone in the family must have had a change of heart. Mr. Delapore is one of the wealthiest men in America.
Quite so. There are other ghost stories about the Priory.
Do tell.
Well, they say a monk walks the ruins on moonless nights, face hidden, robe in tatters. Some claim he's the spirit of a Roman priest, others that it's one of the murdered Delapores. There are records of sightings that go back centuries. I saw him once, as a boy. A cousin dared me to come up after dark. There he was, on the cliff path. Probably a tramp or one of the villagers mushroom picking. This place has always been a cracking good place for mushrooms. Well, after I saw the ghost, I didn't sleep for days. I wouldn't set foot up here again for years afterwards.
And yet here you are, walking a stranger through the curse.
Old ghosts lose their teeth after enough centuries.
Or we just stop listening for the bite.
Perhaps.
How did your family acquire the land?
It's simple. With the Delapore family gone, there was no one to pay the tax to the crown. So King James I granted the land to one of my ancestors as thanks for support after the gunpowder plot. But enough of old history. You've borne my ghost stories. Let me hear yours. Who is Miss Muriel Grant when she isn't scribbling in that little book?
I grew up outside of Boston. Father was a printer, mother a schoolteacher. Think in the blood, I suppose. I clawed my way into the newsroom. Typist, copy girl, fetching coffee, cutting columns. The men laughed when I said I wanted a byline. But I've started to make a name for myself. This is my first really big assignment. The chief thinks a young woman might get under Delapore's guard.
That takes courage. More than many soldiers I knew. And you've sharper aim, I'd wager.
Careful, Captain. Keep flattering me and I may start believing you.
I'd say you should.
That was a lovely dinner. Truth be told, I had to hire all the staff from London. No locals would work for a Delapore. Superstitions die hard in these hills.
Don't look so shocked, gentlemen. A woman can enjoy a cigar as well as a man.
Well then, Muriel, you put us all to shame.
Indeed. Though, I dare say it suits you.
I couldn't help but notice the rat traps in the corridors. Are you having trouble already, Mr. Delapore?
Damn vermin. Heard them last night. Scrambling in the walls. Shadow earthen too.
The outer walls are solid stone, Ambrose. A rat would find no way through there. Perhaps it was imagination?
I know what I heard. Still, imagination plays tricks in a house like this.
And what of you, Mr. Delapore? What made you the man who could bring all this back to life? Surely there's more than ancestry in it.
I was 7 years old, 1864. The war between the states had reached our land. Carfax, our plantation, was put to the torch. I watched from the trees as Union soldiers burned our home. My grandfather, too proud to flee, too old to fight, was trapped inside, burned alive. A sight like that, it never leaves a boy. Our fortune was gone. After the war, we had nothing. Forced to live with my mother's family in Massachusetts. Yankees. The very people who had killed my grandfather and destroyed my world. I hated them. Every meal, every breath among them was a reminder of what we'd lost.
So you turned bitterness into hunger, into drive.
I made myself, carved my own path. From nothing, I built factories, turned steel into arms, and arms into profit. By the turn of the century, my name commanded respect. In boardrooms, in Washington, I would not be at the mercy of others again.
But weapons, Mr. Delapore. The Great War showed us their true cost. Does it trouble you, knowing what your work unleashed?
Trouble me? The war would have raged with or without Ambrose Delapore. I supplied what was demanded. Others called me a profiteer. I call it survival. Strength. That's the world as it is, Miss Grant. Men take or they are taken.
You rarely speak of your wife, Ambrose. What happened to her?
I married in 1890. 4 years later, Alfred was born. His mother died, bringing him into this world. My only joy and my only sorrow. From then on, Alfred was all I had.
Thank you for sharing that.
It's late. Best we all get some rest. Come, Shadow.
A sound idea. Good night, Muriel, Lawrence.
Good night.
Good night, gentlemen.
Alfred! Is that you?
Yes, Father. Come. This way.
Where are we?
Look below. The grotto.
Merciful God. What are those things?
That's the herd. Ugly, flabby beasts. Good for nothing, but eating. He drives them, always.
Surely they're not pigs.
Pigs? No. Swine.
That old man has beard yellow as bone.
That's the swine herder. Watch.
He cannot bear it.
It's in the blood.
Who's that watching us in the distance?
The Roman. He can't come here. And he can never leave.
Alfred, what is all this?
A lesson. Look now. They come.
Alfred!
They come, Father. Always.
Hello? Is someone there? It's just a nightmare. Who's there? Eddie? Is that you? Shadow? Hello? Is anyone there? Is everything okay? Mr. Delapore, you hear it too?
God help me.
They're everywhere.
No.
They're moving. I see they woke you as well.
Come on!
Dear God! The whole house is alive with them.
Always the vermin. Always.
That's the door to the cellar.
The hell? Get that door open.
It... stopped?
Nothing.
The damn lights are out.
Should we get some electric torches and go down?
No! No. Not yet. We will wait for morning. Every damn trap sprung, and not a single rat caught.
But the bait?
Gone. Every crumb stripped clean. Not even a whisker left behind.
What about the poison bait?
Untouched.
They mock us. Vermin mocking me in my own house.
And you, Doctor, you heard nothing?
I regret to say I slept straight through.
The walls were alive! Even the cat knew it.
So, the cellar.
Yes, enough waiting. Grady, bring those flashlights, electric torches, and some lanterns. It's time we search below.
Well, you weren't kidding. The servants really did bring the couches down here.
Not a spark. You'd think with all my blasted money I could get proper wiring down here. Come on!
Comfortable as a tomb. No offense, Ambrose.
None taken. Yes. Best get some sleep.
Well, now, look at that. Every arch, every pillar. Roman, through and through.
Not the clumsy Romanesque of the Saxons. No, this is true Roman. The severe, harmonious, the hand of the Caesar's age.
It's beautiful. And a little terrifying.
There are the remains of some old inscriptions over here. You can just see them if you hold the torch against the wall. P, Gete, Prop, Temp, Donna. These are only fragments of dedication, most likely. The P is a abbreviation for Publius. The Getae were Thracians. Temp, time, or season. And Donna, offerings. And this bit over here. El prec vis pontifi atis. Prec may mean preceded. Pontifi is almost certainly a high priest. And Atis, well, he was a Phrygian god, consort of Cybele. His worshippers were fond of self-mutilation.
Mutilation?
Castration. Mostly.
Well, that's cheerful. So, not just Roman, then?
No. Look there. Those large rectangular stone blocks. Altars. The Romans adopted them from something much older.
And this? The large one in the center. Oh, it's like a sunburst. Why is the top so much darker?
Burnt offerings. This vault lies very deep in the foundations of the Priory, far down the limestone cliff that overlooks the wasted valley. A suited place for legends, don't you think? Facilis, Vincenus, Averno. The descent to the underworld is easy. It's the return that proves troublesome. I think I'll read a bit of Virgil before sleep.
You're certain the cellar is where the rats have been hiding?
As certain as one can be with vermin or ghosts. But why here?
Isn't that what we're waiting to find out?
You don't scare easily, Miss Grant.
Boston's made me stubborn. Besides, I find the company agreeable.
Then I hope you won't be too quick to leave when this business is finished. This place doesn't swallow us whole, Miss Grant. I'd very much like to see more of you.
First survive the night, Mr. Norrys. Then we'll talk about tomorrow.
There goes Ambrose, off to dreamland.
It's good to see him get some sleep. Poor fellow. He looks as though he hasn't slept since he came back to the Priory.
He's carrying more than he lets on. I wonder if he ever really leaves this place, even when he closes his eyes. Tell me, what was it like growing up in Boston?
I actually grew up about 15 miles from Boston, in a little town on the coast called Kingsport. My father was a fisherman, and my mother was a schoolteacher.
Really? I would have pegged you for a city girl. So, then, tell me about Kingsport. Oh, good God! Oh, Ambrose, you nearly stopped my heart.
You okay?
A dream. A damnable dream. I can't recall it.
Oh no. Listen.
What's going on?
Good God.
It's an earthquake. Here?
Shadow? What is it? He's going for something at the base of that altar. Eddie, bring that lamp.
There's a draft coming up from the base of the altar.
I've had enough of this damned trip. We're going out.
Come on. Let's get out before the whole place comes down on us.
Brandy. God knows, we all need it.
Grady, I want every light in the Priory turned on. Every last one.
That was no normal quake.
If I may, sir, all of the mirrors, every single one, shattered. Bedrooms, corridors, even the kitchen. No glass left unbroken. And the servants, sir. Some say they'll not stay another night. There's even been talk in the village too, sir. Bad talk.
What do you mean?
Some say the house, it doesn't want us here.
Damn the pups.
Still, I can hardly blame them. Leave us, Grady. We'll see to it.
Mirrors shattering on their own? Drafts through solid stone? Rats that vanish? We can't explain this away as tricks of an old house.
No. This is beyond us. Beyond anything I've seen. We need help. Experts.
A man I once interviewed outside Boston, a professor. Brilliant, eccentric. He studied the occult, ancient cult rites, things most scholars laughed off.
I know someone too. An Irishman, Malone. He and Alfred were friends in hospital after the war. He had a reputation during the war. Unofficial, you might say. He's seen things. I believe Malone's a detective now, New York City.
Then it's settled. We'll need men who can look into these vaults with clearer eyes than ours. Scientists. Someone who knows the supernatural. And if need be, you're Malone.
Your professor. We'll wire your contacts. I'll pull every string to get them here. Then we're getting out of this place. I'll have Grady close it up. We'll go down to London. I don't want anyone in the Priory until we can come back with a team.
I believe I will stay in Shropshire and see if I can find any history that mentions a lower vault. Good luck in London. Ambrose, welcome back.
Home again. 2 weeks in London and not a wink of peace. Our experts should be arriving soon. I've sent a car to the station to meet their train. We'll wait here till they arrive.
2 weeks away, and the place still feels as though the house is holding its breath.
Yes, most of the servants are gone. Only Grady and one maid remain, and they won't set foot in the house after dark.
Can't blame them, not after what they heard that night.
Should we go in? It looks like rain any moment.
We'll wait for the experts. If it starts, we can take shelter in the car.
I know Professor Armitage, and Eddie. You know this Malone? Who's the other recruit?
Someone my people found. A psychic investigator. Donald Thornton. He's supposed to be a legitimate talent. Ah, that'll be them. Gentlemen, I'm Ambrose Delapore. Thank you for coming.
Thomas, you're looking well.
Good to see you again, Eddie. Mr. Delapore, my condolences. Alfred was a good man.
Thank you.
Dr. Armitage, thank you for coming.
I hadn't much choice. Mr. Delapore seems to have considerable influence among the trustees.
I don't know whose arms you twisted. The commissioner pulled me off of an active case. Said I wasn't to come back till you were satisfied. Frankly, I'd have told you to go to hell if it wasn't for Alfred's memory.
Then I owe you both apology and gratitude. I'd not have dragged you here if I saw any other course. Please, come inside.
There is great power here. What an appetite this house has.
And you must be Donald Thornton.
Thornton. Just Thornton.
He is going to be fun.
Please, come inside, before the rain picks up, and I'll bring you to speed. Muriel, would mind bring Shadow in?
What an extraordinary restoration. The workmanship alone.
Make yourselves easy. Brandy's there. Let's start with introductions. Ed, will you start us off?
Captain Edward Norrys, Royal Flying Corps. Retired. Neighbour, and these days, well, General Dog's body. Mr. Delapore's been kind enough to let me meddle about the place since the work began.
Muriel Grant, Boston Journal-American. I came over to cover the restoration.
Dr. Lawrence Calum Reed, architectural historian. I oversaw the restoration and had been studying the Priory for quite some time.
Detective Thomas Malone, New York City Police Department. Alfred Delapore and I were recovering in the same hospital toward the end of the war. He used to talk about this place when we couldn't sleep. Said he wanted to make something whole again after so much had been destroyed. I figured I owed it to his memory to see this through.
Dr. Henry Armitage, Miskatonic University. Librarian, classicist, archaeologist, occasional student of matters best left in sealed stack.
Armitage. Didn't you publish the paper about the meteor that fell in Massachusetts? Poisoned a family, drove them mad.
Why, yes. Gardner Meteor of 82. I co-authored that paper. How in heaven's name does a New York detective stumble across an old academic report like that?
Came up during a strange poisoning case a few years back. I was chasing down references and found your paper. Interesting read.
Well, what a small world indeed. Truth be told, I only ended up co-author because Atwood's grammar was so dreadful someone had to translate his notes into English.
Donald Thornton, psychic investigator if one must have a title. For the past 2 decades, I have devoted myself to the study of those forces which science refuses to name. Manifestations, hauntings, the tremors of consciousness that ripple beyond the material world. I have stood in houses where walls wept blood and instruments faltered, and in each case I have found one consistent truth. There are places where the veil grows thin.
Then we're well met. 2 weeks ago, we followed a sound. Rats, where no rats could possibly be. It led us down to the vaults below the Priory. Altars, inscriptions, Magna Mater, Attis. The lights failed. The walls moved with them. We felt a passage breathing beneath the central altar, but couldn't shift it. Then every mirror in the house shattered. The servants fled. We sealed the door and went to London to fetch men who might tell us what we'd found.
The caretaker's heard nothing since, and we've been away till we set foot on the drive just now.
I almost forgot. This is Shadow. He found the draft at the altar's base. He'll lead us if anything will.
It is a well-established fact that cats are attuned to psychic vibrations. Some even have gifts approaching my own.
Mr. Thornton, didn't you have some sort of run-in with Houdini?
Just Thornton, if you please. And no, Miss Grant, I'm afraid that you are confusing me with another, a charlatan, Thorndon. Houdini positively eviscerated the man. Although I don't see why Houdini has any right to cast stones. It's not even his real name. It's Weiss. The man is a Jew, you know.
Altars of non-Roman proportion, inscription to Cybele and Attis, subterranean draughts. I'll want sketches and measurements before we touch a stone.
I can provide them, Doctor.
Mr. Delapore, you have been shown the thing which certain forces had wished you to see. Now we must find out why.
Then it's settled. We go below, together, and we do it properly. I acquired the best lanterns and electric torches money can buy. Gentlemen, Miss Grant, thank you for coming. Whatever waits beneath Exham Priory, we face it now.
All right. We've covered every inch from the stairwell to the far wall. Nothing here that looks alive. Unless you count the mold.
Remarkable masonry. The central chamber forms a perfect octagon. Roman geometry superimposed upon something else. See how the joints overlap? Cyclopean.
It feels wrong for something so precise to be so heavy. Like the air itself resists.
That's because it does. There's a pressure here, a resonance. Every stone is remembering.
Mr. Thornton, please, let us deal in measurable phenomena. These grooves here, running towards the altar, they're channels, likely for liquids.
Blood, Doctor. You can say the word.
They converge beneath the central block. Extraordinary craftsmanship for a pre-Roman site.
You're sure that's all they were used for?
Quite sure. Ritual sacrifice leaves distinct scoring.
See these marks on the top?
And these, here on the side?
Glyphs of some kind, though I don't recognize the language. I'd say they're a later edition, perhaps medieval.
Don't you feel it? The stone still hums. Whatever was poured here still moves beneath us.
Stop it, please.
Let him talk. Everyone's got a theory. His just doesn't need evidence.
Scoff if you like. That won't alter what's awake here.
Dr. Reed, you've been keeping your distance from the central altar. Any reason?
I would prefer not to touch the altar.
Why is that?
It disagrees with me.
Superstition. It's basalt. Magnetic inclusions, perhaps.
Don't touch it, Doctor!
I told you. It disagrees.
What do you mean it disagrees? You didn't even touch it.
Let's say it remembers me.
It's guarded. Bound by wards. The seal's intact. Barely. If it breaks...
Enough. I've had my fill of fairy stories. If there is a passage below, there must be a mechanism. Let's find the damn thing and be done.
Don't strain yourself, Detective. The force that moves this place is older and stronger than any machine. Oh.
Well, now, would you look at that? A catch disguised as a molding joint.
Ingenious. It must pivot on an internal hinge.
You're not really going to...
You brought me out here to find answers. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Ambrose, perhaps if you were to push on that end.
Oh, yes, just let me...
Christ almighty, what is that smell?
Fungus, decay, centuries old.
The staircase. It's covered in bones. Dear God, so many.
They were offerings, one upon another, until the pit itself became the altar.
No. Look again. Those aren't laid. They've collapsed. Wherever they were. They were trying to climb out.
It's open now. The way is open. What have you done?
Stifle your nonsense!
I believe you are right, Detective. These are not the dumped remains of sacrifices. Ah, look here. The bones show marks. Looks like rodent gnawing.
Vermin. Goddamned rats.
All long dead now.
Then we go forward. If any of you wish to turn back, there's no shame in it. Dr. Armitage?
I concur. This is an amazing discovery. We must go down.
Muriel?
What kind of reporter would I be if I didn't follow this story?
There is no turning back.
That settles it. Watch your footing. The stairs are so worn, it's like a sliding board in the center.
There's a landing ahead, and a set of double doors. Don't open them. There is an evil.
Good Lord. By all the saints, this chamber rivals Carlsbad. The arches stretch away into blackness.
It's enormous.
The suffering. Oh, the suffering. It never ended. It's ravenous.
He's fainting.
Easy there. Oh, I got you.
Fainted dead away. It's the musty air, that's all.
Well, maybe he's the only sane one here.
What is all this? It looks like a village, but the structures, there are all different styles.
Fascinating. I must document this. Observe the pattern. A vast cavern, a circle of monoliths. Beside them, a Roman dome, see the archwork? Then a Norman hall, timber collapsed but intact.
I'm afraid it's Saxon.
Saxon, then. And then there, that's clearly Tudor architecture.
Correct.
Civilization in strata. Ritual architecture side by side. Successive cults building atop one another.
I've seen this place before.
What are these black, thread-like things on the walls?
I'd say it is some kind of mycelia.
Mycelia?
They're like roots for a fungus.
It's all over the ground like a carpet.
Remarkable. I've never seen anything like it before.
He's starting to come round.
Psychic vibrations. I've never felt anything like them.
Steady on, old chap.
I'll just sit here for a moment.
And those over there. Shine a light. Are those cages?
They do look like cages.
What do you suppose this place was?
A ritual site maintained throughout the ages in secret. Dozens of people could have lived here, judging from the scale of it.
Lived or died. Depends on which end of the ritual they were on.
You think they worshipped something down here?
Without question. Look at the carvings along that lintel. See that repeated crescent motif?
The carvings. They're all full of mouths. Rows and rows of them.
A faith built not on resurrection or rebirth, but on consumption.
You feel something too, don't you?
I've seen this all before. My dream, the swineherd. What? Alfred?
Is everything all right?
Yes, it was nothing. I thought I heard something.
No. It was calling.
So many cells. They're all full of bones. Were they prisoners? Some sort of jail?
Not prisoners. Not cells. Pens.
Good God! They were all mutilated. The hands are missing. And the joints. Notice the deformities. I'm no anthropologist, but I've seen my fair share of bones. These look all wrong. Hips, shoulders, posture. I'd say that these creatures walked on all fours. And the cranial sutures. Generations of degeneration. Human stock bred to animal idiocy.
The swine.
They were kept here. In cages.
No, I understand why the Delapores kept such vast gardens. They weren't feeding their guests. They were feeding their herds.
Human cattle. Skulls to know nothing short of utter cretinism.
Where's Dr. Reed?
He was just here a minute ago. Dr. Reed! Dr. Reed!
Here I am. No need for alarm. I was just having a look at the Roman shrine.
We should stick together.
What's that you've got there?
A dagger. I found it on the altar.
May I see it?
Of course.
Remarkable. Unusual workmanship. I can't place the period.
Oh, careful. It's still razor sharp.
Unusually light, neither bronze nor steel. Some sort of alloy, perhaps meteoric. There's an inscription. Sanguinem terrae, carnem matris magnae, rediat ad uterum. The blood of the earth, the flesh of the Great Mother, return to the womb.
A ritual blade. Likely used in sacrifice.
It's still
Donald.
Might I have the dagger back?
Oh, yes, here.
So what was all of this? Were the Delapore some sort of Sawney Bean family?
No, something more than that. The Delapores were the last in a long line of depravity. The priests of Sibylle found these rites, and God help them, mingled their own with the older flesh worship that they uncovered beneath.
My ancestry, Walter Delapore, the butcher of Exham. He ended it. He slew his family, ended generations of horror, but not soon enough.
The bones. I can hear them whispering, calling to me.
I wouldn't touch those bones, Thornton.
Oh God! I can see them now. The human swine, locked in the pens. The Delapore's gone, dead. Walter Delapore killed his family, sealed them away, abandoned all below. No one to feed them, no one to perform the rituals.
Stop it!
Steady now, there's nothing there.
What's happening to the lights?
Hold your ground. Nobody.
Jack!
I can't see a damn thing. That's why.
Hold still. Nobody move.
They're everywhere!
There you are.
Excellent! It's like the lantern. Where did the rats go?
Eddie! Where's Eddie?
Hell. Where are Ambrose and Reed?
It's too late. They've gone back to feed.
Go find them. I'll take care of our psychic friend.
There's a light up ahead. See it? Looks like a torch. Someone's been here recently.
Keep your voice down.
It burns with animal fat. Human fat, if my nose still serves.
It brings back memories I'd rather not revisit. But what troubles me, Mr. Reed, is how a man of your profession came to recognize the smell of human fat. God above, what is this place?
A chapel. My family's chapel.
Where are the others? Muriel, Armitage, Malone, I thought they were right behind us.
Leave them! They can't help us now!
Go on, Ambrose.
Ambrose, listen to me.
Listen! You listen, you fat, smug English swine! Shall a Norrys hold the lands of a Delapore? Shall he?
Ambrose, stop! Devil's got into you!
That's it. Let the hunger speak. You've carried it for centuries, Ambrose. Let it feed. Here, use the knife.
What are you talking about? Ambrose, calm down, please. I'm your friend.
Why shouldn't rats in a Delapore as Delapore eats forbidden things? The war ate my boy. Damn them all. And the eggs ate Carver. Flames and birds. Grass. Delapore in the secret. I tell you, I am the demon. Swineherd in the grotto.
Go on, Delapore. Don't deny it. I taught your forebears to prey with their teeth, Ambrose.
Who says I'm a Delapore? He lived, but my boy died. Curse you, Thornton. I'll teach you to faint at what my family do. Splat, thou sticket, I'll learn ye anagas. Will do ye swing to me, Vilgaluis? Magna Mater. That is the Anaga Hyde and Odin.
Yes,
Ambrose, eat. The seed of the Miko. Still viable.
Ambrose, read! There's a light. This way. I see them.
Thank goodness.
Something's not right.
God.
God.
Ambrose?
Get off of him! Donis, what?
No.
Sorry, Delapore.
Miss Grant, I slit your throat.
Let me go!
Let her go, Reed.
No. You listen first. Tell me, Malone. Know you who stands before you?
I know a murderer when I see one.
Murderer, scholar, priests, masks of the same flesh. Walter Delapore betrayed me, sealed this place with wards of his own blood. For 300 years I waited, names borrowed, faces born, trapped in mortal guise, bound to this place, unable to enter, unable to leave. Power severed, voice silenced, eternity caged. But now that a Delapore has again fed on forbidden flesh, the curse breaks. Key turns in lock. What is mine returns, and with it I rise once more.
You're insane.
No, merely old. Old enough to see the empire that casted me out burn. I have lingered in these lands longer than your histories bother to count, for almost 2,000 years. I gave this family everything. Power, land, wisdom. They repaid me with treachery. They sealed me away for centuries. Certain time would blunt my teeth. They were wrong. My vengeance is not complete. I will strip the Delapore name until nothing remains but a hollow echo. Tell me, detective, did war teach you first aid? Know you how to apply tourniquet, yes?
Please, don't!
You are a man of violence. I am not. Therefore, I won't fight you.
No!
Hold it close, she lives. Fail, she dies. Follow, she bleeds out.
Who the hell are you?
I am Lucius Canis Rufus. And the world will remember that name.
Hold on.
I'm back. I heard screaming. Norton is safe at the cellar. What happened?
Reed happened. Apparently he's not Reed. He took something from the altar. Eddie's dead. Ambrose. God help him.
What? Did he say who he was?
Yeah. And I wish to hell he hadn't. But let's get out of here before the rats come back.
All right. You carry Miss Grant. I'll deal with Ambrose.
Eddie! We need to help. Eddie!
Ambrose.
Norrys. Malone. Thank God it's you. And they told me you might come.
I meant to come sooner. How are you holding up?
As well as a man gone in a cage. Tell me, Miss Grant.
She's recovering. The leg okay. The surgeons are optimistic. She sails back to America in a few days. Says she's through with haunted houses forever.
Good. She's young. She ought to forget. And Professor Armitage?
He's a tough old bird. We're going to wrap up a few loose ends, and we are sailing back together in another week.
What about Reed?
He's in the wind. We haven't found a trace. Vanished, and the trail's gone cold.
He'll surface again. Creatures like that always do. They've taken my shadow away from me, you know? Said a cat would upset the other patients. Now it's just me. And the walls. The nurses whisper about my heredity.
I don't understand.
Thornton's in the next room. They won't let me see him. And they're trying, too, to bury everything. Everything that happened at the Priory. You said it would be dealt with. What did you mean?
I called in a favor with an old friend from the war. He was a sapper. Now he's a head mining engineer in Wales. We used enough TNT to collapse the grotto and seal it once and for all. Exham Priory is nothing but a memory now.
When I ask about Norrys, they accuse me of some hideous thing. But they must know. I didn't do it. They must know it was the rats. The slithering, scurrying rats whose scampering will never let me sleep. The demon rats that race behind the padding in this room and beckon me down to greater horrors than I have ever known. The rats they can never hear. They called to me to do this. They called to me. They called to all of us. The rats and the wall.
From the quiet countryside of Shropshire comes tragic news this week as disaster strikes the historic Exham Priory. Shortly after completion of extensive restoration works, a violent explosion reduced the ancient structure to rubble. Authorities attribute the catastrophe to a fault in the newly installed heating system, though local rumor speaks of a cave-in beneath the site. Among the victims was Captain Edward Norrys, M.C., beloved country gentleman and veteran of the Great War. Mr. Ambrose Delapore, the noted American industrialist who had financed the restoration, survived the blast but suffered severe shock. Doctors at St. Bernard's Hospital, Hanwell, reported Mr. Delapore is resting comfortably and is expected to make a full recovery. Thus ends another chapter in Britain's long and colorful architectural history. Exham Priory, lost once more to time.
They claimed that Exham Priory was destroyed. The vaults beneath collapsed, the passageways sealed, the horrors buried under tons of stone. But there are some things that dynamite cannot destroy. And what was freed may be worse than what was buried. Detective Malone returns to the police and to fighting crime in New York City. Professor Armitage returns to Arkham and his books. Miss Grant to her recovery and a story she will never write. All will bear their scars. Dr. Reed was never found. A ghost in the wind. But some whisper another name, older, Roman, and wonder if what was unleashed beneath Exham was not destroyed at all, but restored. Ambrose Delapore sought redemption and legacy, and found only his inheritance. His mind is broken now, and soon his life will fade. His wealth, his power, his ambition, his hunger brought only ruin. He was a victim of fate and of another's design. Yet even now, on still nights, the villagers swear they hear it. A faint scratching beneath the fields, a whisper in the walls. And so they keep their distance. For the land remembers what men forget. Roots run deep in Shropshire soil, and the old powers are patient. Some places keep their ghosts, others feed them, and the hunger endures. Lorenzo Onrubia as Ambrose Delapore, Gareth Murden as Edward Norrys, Jeremy Shaw as Lawrence Reed, Risiblezombie as Muriel Grant, A.P. Boulay as Thomas Malone, Joshua Townsend as Donald Thornton, Max Trifan as Henry Armitage, Lane Leathers as Alfred Delapore, David Bryson as the newsreel voice, Jeff Devine as the narrator and Mr. Grady. Artwork by Hal. Written by Jeff Devine. Directed by Victor Vila. This has been The Rats and the Walls, brought to you by the Eldritch Episodes and Green Ronin Publishing. These are not just stories, they are warnings.